Hey guys, back with another election prediction video here today, and today we're working with the pundit map. I don't want to say consensus pundit, but pundit forecast for 270 to Wednesday, and we're gonna start off by going over the states that I've filled in. But first, I want to talk DNC RNC because there were some differences. The RNC, and I'm Democrat. Some might think I'm a little biased on it. I'm not trying to be biased. This is what I actually saw because I watched both conventions throughout all the speakers. The RNC was a lot more about Hillary than it was the issues. And once again, some might think I'm biased, perfectly fine. But based on what I saw, there was a lot more Hillarys than there were the issues, the real issues, picking up on Ohio. Based on some polling and uh, let's say, northern, the northern and eastern parts of Ohio were not ecstatic about the RNC. Poll numbers still gave them a boost, of course, because there's the rest of the state, and that's not even the most populated part of the state. So, of course, they got a convention bump. So that's basic. So the Democratic National Convention, there was a lot of protests from Sanders supporters based on the WikiLeaks thing. They didn't think it was fair, and I don't blame them. It's not fair. But I don't think Hillary was in on this. I don't think she knew anything about it up until then, because I don't know. In the primary election, Hillary spent a lot of money opening campaign headquarters, making calls to voters, and she used a lot of money. And I don't if she knew that the Democratic National Committee was just going to sabotage Bernie Sanders, why would you use that much money, to be completely honest with you? Because you know you're gonna win if they're sabotaging somebody else. So she used a lot of money. I don't think she knew about it. I don't think she intended to get in on it. That's what I think. You may think different. Some of your libertarians, Green Party, or Republicans think I'm stupid right now, but that's what I think. But it wasn't fair. It really wasn't. It should have been a fair election. But I still think Hillary probably would have won because there was a lot of states that did still believe that Hillary had it in her to run for president. But keep in mind, before 2008, 2007, and 2008 area, when she ran against Barack Obama, there was no email scandal. There was no Benghazi scandal. So she had a lot better chance of winning the presidency back in 2008 than she does in 2016. So, given that she had a competitor such as John McCain or Mitt Romney in this election, she's got a good chance she's going to win the White House because Obama ran against Romney and McCain. He's got tactics that can just kick their teeth in, first off. And so, giving that as Trump, it's going to be a lot closer election. Trump could win, Hillary could win. It's anybody's guess at this point. Polls are all over the place. Demographics it's just biased everywhere, and it's not fair to anybody. And it's not gonna be fair into the last week of October. I promise you. These things are not gonna be solid until the last week of October at least. You're going to see states go up and down. You're going to go through times where they've campaigned so well. Places like South Dakota will start to get closer, but then you're going to go back, and it's gonna go right back up to Republican. There's going to be times where they campaign in California. California is going to go close, and then it's just going to go right back to Democrat. But I think the safe states, and I don't know why I have Illinois as undecided here. Anyway, the safe states, California, Illinois, New York, Vermont, such, all of those states are pretty much going to pop right back to their original polling numbers for the candidates. probably majority, 50% in the polls. Same with Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, the safe states, the solid states that I have marked on here are probably going to pop right back to their polling numbers regardless of how rocky this election gets for the candidate that they are solid for. It's going to pop right back because it's kind of a thing in Illinois. We have a Republican governor. I live in Illinois. I live in the west central part of Illinois, District 17. We're Democrat. We are solid Democrat. We've went Republican before. The last time we went Republican was Ronald Reagan. We're solid Democrat. Okay, so District 17, all the way across northern Illinois, the entire northern Illinois is Democrat. That includes Chicago. That includes Moline. That includes Rockford. That includes, the entire northern part of Illinois. And it's the complete opposite for New York. The entire southern part of New York goes blue. Well, most of the northern part, the rural parts of New York, go red. Same with Illinois. Southern part, rural part. They're not as big cities. They go red. Actually, a fact that I just learned is that majority of the elections, Missouri should actually be going blue. St. Louis, it's that little place right there, right in the little notch there of Illinois. It goes blue. Okay, so it is kind of on an Illinois trend that far into Missouri. So right there goes kind of on an Illinois trend, depending on what they go that election. Same with the northeast portion of Indiana. Same with the southeast portion of Wisconsin. Same with the east portion of Iowa. See, that's what usually delivers the Midwest for the Democrats. It's Illinois. It really is. So California as well. 55 electoral votes is going to get them this county right here, which is Reno, and this county down here, which is Las Vegas, and usually gets them the populated parts of Oregon. So that delivers the East Coast or the West Coast for the Democrats. See how it goes there. So starting off on our actual election prediction, once again, I thought the Democratic National Convention was a mess the first day. It was a mess. It kind of progressed. The roll call vote is what stabilized everything. There were less protesters outside. They realized that she'd won fair and square. Well, not with the WikiLeaks thing, but they realized that the delegates actually cast their votes there for Hillary Clinton. They realized that. There was a lot more uniting. There were some interviews. They said they'd try to support Hillary. She's done better with Bernie voters. Going into the convention, every Bernie voter hated Hillary. Because Bernie was still in the election according to them. As soon as Bernie Sanders suspended the rules of the convention and gave the nomination to Hillary, the uniting happened. It ignited, and a lot of Bernie voters decided, hey, let's give this lady a chance. She has our Democratic platform. She's trying to mix in some Bernie ideas with our Democratic platform. Let's do it. Last day of the convention, Chelsea Clinton. Awesome. Telling stories about her lifetime. Chunk of Bernie voters. The day before that, we had a lot of people. Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Michelle Obama. Those people really are the reason that we united a chunk of the Democratic Party. Because of Barack, Joe, Michelle, Chelsea, Bill, a couple of senators, which include Cory Booker, also Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren, Tim Kaine, the next vice presidential candidate for Hillary Clinton. hopefully the next vice president. But we united a chunk of the party, and that's all that matters. Pennsylvania liked it. Liked it. The instant polls showed 71% of Pennsylvania watchers, which are majority blue, you have to admit, liked it. There are Republicans at that convention that loved it. That loved it. If I'm correct, CNN found 20 Republicans at the convention that are voting for Hillary solid and are making sure they campaign for Hillary. And that includes senators and just people out in the audience. I mean, these are Republicans. What does that tell you about Donald Trump? Not a perfect person. I have to get going. I only have a limit on how long these videos can be. So here we go. Oregon, polls all over the place. Populated part, probably going to lean Democrat. Let's be real. It's not going to go likely. It's going to lean. Nevada has polls with Clinton leading. It has polls with Trump leading. Here we go. Oh, we're going to put it likely blue. Or leans blue. Because we're not sure yet. And as soon as I get more information, I'll pop it right back into the likely or safe columns like I had in previous videos. Utah, I have it likely Republican. Here's the thing. People aren't realizing that Gary Johnson is actually winning in Utah. That's taking votes away from Trump. Hillary Clinton has a solid chance of actually trying to get Utah. Despite the big cities, despite the rural areas, Gary Johnson is taking votes away from Trump, and he will never win the state. So who can win the state if votes are gone from Trump? Of course, there's only one other candidate who can win the state. There's only one other candidate the media is going to admit will win the state, and that's Hillary Clinton. So that's why I put that likely today. And it's kind of logic. Search up on it. I mean, go to the internet and just research Utah. Just research the demographics. Just research everything. And you'll kind of realize why I put it likely. Okay, Colorado. We're going to go with past elections here in the primaries as well. So we're going to go ahead and put Colorado likely blue. Same with New Mexico. Gary Johnson has a lead over Trump. It's close with all three candidates, kinda, and so I'm gonna put it likely because Trump has a solid chance of winning it because Gary Johnson is actually taking votes away from Clinton on this, just like Gary Johnson's taking votes away from Trump on Utah. Iowa. In case you didn't know, Trump held speeches in Cedar Rapids and Davenport. I have a news station. My news station, I live in Galesburg, Illinois, so it's the Quad Cities, WQAD. They did a live video on it, and there were protests everywhere. Hundreds of protesters in both cities. So that's leaning blue. Okay. Given Trump can't even enter Illinois without threats of being shot, Illinois is solid. Here's Michigan. I think, and I told somebody else who also does election prediction videos that the eastern portion of Michigan is going to put this over the top for Clinton. That's it. 20 electoral votes in Pennsylvania after the convention, I think, are going to go pretty well. Pennsylvania for blue. Connecticut, 7 electoral votes, I think will lean blue this election. It's starting to get closer for Trump, so that may be promising for Trump. North Carolina, I think it's going to go blue. According to the polls, Hillary almost has majority, but I think it's going to lean blue this election. And Georgia, there are people at the convention who loved Clinton from Georgia. They were Republicans. Republicans are campaigning for her there. I think Georgia can lean blue this election. So I have to wrap up this video because I spent a lot of time doing nothing but jabber about the convention. So I'm at 14 minutes out of 15 minutes. So I have to go ahead and end this So there will be another one on Monday. There will be another video on Monday. I'm not sure what happened there. I think I just paused the video. So there will be another video on Monday and Friday of next week, just so we can get the weekend before I do another video. So thanks for watching.